Before we get into the core of the video, I just want to say that this presentation is a one-take presentation. It's done entirely in one go because I don't have a ton of time right now. I'm trying to analyze stuff, change up my website, do loads of other things as well. And I'm also working on the ebook that is releasing in June. So this presentation is thrown together in a PowerPoint. It's not designed very well. I made the featured image that you're looking at right now in Canva. So yeah, it's gonna be a one shot, one take. It's not normally like all my other highly edited, nice videos. Enjoy. Hey guys, Charles Floate here and welcome to the Google May 2020 core update video. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through my analysis and the findings that I have found from that analysis of this wild roller coaster of an update. I have seen huge complaints, huge praises, huge all sorts of things as you do with these updates from across the industry. A lot of SEOs upset, a lot of SEOs very happy, as per usual, but this update specifically seems to be a real heavy hitter in comparison to the rest of the year. But we'll get onto a bit about this update. We'll get onto the analysis and findings from not just myself, but other SEOs that have also helped with the input of this video. But before we get into the actual presentation, I just want to give a quick shout out to the pre-order for my new SEO ebook, which is available at gum.co/SEO side hustle. It's only $35 due to the current pandemic. Normally I'd probably charge like $100 or $200 for this kind of thing, but it's going to be action-packed information on how you can rank, how you can build and rank any website that you want to in any space, in any language that you want to. So it's going to be pretty awesome and it's going to be on sale. It's on pre-order right now. If you're watching this video in June, then it's probably already out, so you can go ahead and buy that, but you can check that out at gum.co/SEO side hustle. So if you want to track/analyze updates yourself, so you don't have to continue watching my videos all the time and listening to my annoying voice, you can check out SERPWoo. It's available for $50 a month. I'm no way affiliated with them whatsoever. It's just a fucking excellent product that I awesomely love. And then you can also get a rank tracker if you want to track your sites specifically and compare them to the SERPWoo charts that are your site specifically. You can track that sites rankings and then compare them to the other sites that are ranking in the charts in SERPWoo. But normally you can just use SERPWoo to basically track local, national, international and foreign variants of your keywords so that you get a complete picture of where the update happened, what happened and who it affected, who went up, who went down, etc. Then you want to compare your SERPWoo charts for URLs that are swinging wildly. This basically means that for URLs across the update days, because obviously some updates can happen over a series of days like this one did, you want to basically take that those URLs, compile them into a sheet for up and down per niche, and then you want to analyze single on-page factors by quantity, such as on-page factors, such as content, headers, on-page links. This is outbound and external that are marked differently because they're generally analyzed as different things. Rich media, this is things like images, video inserts, SoundCloud embeds, etc. Load time, this is obvious, etc., etc. And then you want to analyze your links, so your no-follow ratio to your do-follow ratio, if you think do follow is a word, etc. That's been a whole debate in the SEO community recently. You then want to go and look at your anchor text, DRs, URs, etc., compile all of those factors for each winning/losing URL, and then you want to basically compare the factors versus compare the winning factors versus losing factors for correlation. Obviously, taking into account that things are going to be different depending on your site versus things like huge sites like Wikipedia or something. For that example, you need to try and compare websites that are within your range. But looking at overall any URL that has won or lost in the update is going to give you clear indicators of on-page factors once you start analyzing tens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of pages, like I do when every time these updates come out and I sit there for 14 hours every day. So this update is a shit show, I'm not going to lie. There's no core theme. It affected every niche. It affected every language. It's a true core update. There's just no core theme to it. It really did affect everyone in every single way. It's keyword focused bullshit. Basically means that they're really hammering down on SEOs. They're trying to come after SEOs that are focusing too heavily on keyword usage. And then there's also like a whole lot of link stuff that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, such as no follow now being relevant, and that's something that we'll get onto later in this video. And thanks to this, thank you Mordy Oberstein. I'll be giving shout outs to various SEOs about this, but you can follow them all on Twitter. I've tried to include their Twitter handles for every shout out that I've used. This is a great example of rank volatility across different niches. You can see travel, retail, finance and health all affected all volatile, which shows, again, it's no core theme, it's just affected every single update, every language. So what's my analysis based upon? I personally rank track over 40,000 keywords. It cost me a lot of money. Kevin from Certbook gets some money, other people get some money, etc., etc. But yeah, it's cost me a pretty lot of money to track a lot of keywords for myself. And my own websites vary hugely in different industries and different niches, but as well as different languages. I JV and build different sites with quite a lot of other SEOs and quite a lot of other partnerships as well, especially in different languages right now, because it's so easy to manipulate with English language links to foreign pages, that I've been partnering with a lot of SEOs recently with that. So I've gotten input from several other SEOs directly and indirectly. I'll probably name drop throughout the video, as I did with Mordy earlier. I personally had sites wildly go up and down. Throughout this year, most of my sites have been on an upward trajectory, but this update did hit much more than usual. Basically, I would say maybe 40% of my sites actually went down this update, and maybe 20% went up, and then the other 60% were just, the other 40% was just staying completely stable. So, you know, it's a bit more of an annoying update for me than usual with this one, to be honest. So I went overboard with my analysis and overboard with my findings, and as probably was seen by the live tweeting commentary by anyone who was on my Twitter feed when I was just obliterating them with updates. So about this update, it was officially launched on Twitter on May 4th by Google Search Liaison, Mr. Danny himself. It took varying effect though across the next 7 days. May 4th, we saw mainly on-page focuses with very little effect. There wasn't really much effect at all on the day, but from what I did see in terms of the effects that were happening on May the 4th, it was just mainly little on-page tweaks that were maybe running up to the big core update release. Then May 5th and 6th, we saw huge effects. And May 5th, I'm talking from May 5th, California time, 1 a.m. onwards, that's when we started seeing huge effects that were rolling in, because I did a 48-hour shift from May 4th and didn't sleep for a while to find out what's happening in this update. We saw huge effects that were mainly on link building from May the 5th and May the 6th. And then May the 7th to May the 8th, we've seen very effect. And then we've also seen a couple more effects more recently, as you can see in the tick upwards from May the 12th onwards. For the last couple of days as well, we've maybe seen some more tweaks to it as well. So this is May the 12th, May the 13th, and May the 14th. We've maybe seen some fewer tweaks as well, but obviously because I'm making this video during those days, I haven't actually been able to analyze those things quite yet, and I wouldn't want to share my opinion on those things quite yet. So what exactly does it focus on then? Higher authority sites of 1. Again, it just seems that we're talking about this every update video. It seems like it's the first point of every update video that I put. Higher authority sites win. It just seems like Google seem to favour their corporate brethren even more every single update, and it just seems that every single site that has more links, more content, etc., and it doesn't even necessarily mean that they have more content specifically on that topic. Like, it doesn't mean that they're a true topical authority. It just means that they might be dominated by the Cosmos and the Wikipedias and that kind of stuff of the world. Not necessarily saying Wikipedia's a corporate entity. They just continue to win in every update because they're a great site. Keyword focused content optimization down. This basically means that, again, like I was speaking about SEOs being targeted prior. If you're over optimizing your content, it basically means that keyword stuffing again has been targeted. If that even if that makes sense, because keyword stuffing isn't really the correct word, it basically means that you should reduce the amount of keywords that you are using throughout your content. Headers, rich media, alt tags, everything seems to be affected by this. It just means that generally Google are targeting the usage of specific keywords in content over and over again. And not even on content, just in the page in general. Generally, I would say that is just a general way to target SEOs though. No follow links count now, kind of, sort of. There was an article out last year that Google said that they were changing no follow to a hint directive, but when they said they were doing that, nothing really happened. So maybe this is the update that is happening. Because Eric Lantries, who's Eric Lantries, because I asked him how to say his second name, Eric Lantries, he basically gave a huge amount of data to me, which correlated my opinion on this, that no follow links count way more in this update than they ever had in the past. And in my personal opinion, that may be due to Google finally changing it to the no follow hint directive, but that's up for debate, and there still needs to be more analysis on this done. And it's really hard to analyze these kind of things because it's no follow versus do follow ratio. But pages that had high authority no follow links started skyrocketing this update. They were doing substantially better than the sites that had a higher ratio of do follow links, especially sites, I'm talking things like Wikipedia, content publications that are no follow, that kind of thing, that specifically had high UR on those pages, and then they were linking to these pages. They were doing just phenomenally well. So no follow links count, really interesting. Not building links is actually bad now, so white hat sucks. White hat suck it, eh? Not building links is actually bad because from what we've seen in this update anyway, every medium to high competition keyword has pages that have got links. It basically means that all those sites previously that were just built on authority on page, that were like DR2s and DR3s and DR4s, etc., they actually got hit and they are dropping from their featured snippets, they're dropping from their 1 to 2s, etc. So it actually means that completely, if you want to go out there and build an affiliate site from scratch, brand new, and you want to just do it the white hat way where you're doing no link building whatsoever, then good luck. It's probably going to take you 3 to 4 to 5 years to even get $1,000 a month out of that site. If this update is the trend that Google is going towards, because it's that bad from what I've seen, that you actually require you to build links nowadays to any page that you're looking to actively rank in a semi-competitive space even. So thin content lost overall. This basically means on May 4th, thin content lost. This is generally due to the on-page tweaks that I was talking about. Then from May 5th onwards, it dominated. Thin content absolutely killed it if you had crazy good link authority. So sites that were just like aggregated websites, sites that were just compiling blog posts, sites that were just doing all that kind of stuff, from compiling information, compiling results. For example, if you go and look at the Forbes Best Hotel Guides website, that site skyrocketed and it has no unique content whatsoever. It's just a list of their, it's just formatted lists of their different hotels in the best locations, and that site absolutely killed it. There's several examples in thin content sites absolutely killing the game though. Niche edits also seemingly got hit. This is something that was pretty interesting. Sites that basically got link inserts. It seems that Google finally clocked on and they finally came in some way to categorize niche edits and attack those in some specific way with this update. And then English language links to foreign sites en masse without balance finally got hit slightly too. So this basically means all of that analysis that I was showing you from last year and the year before, where we were seeing foreign sites that were getting English PBNs that were just redone to a different language. We were getting English links just in general that were just having foreign anchors inserts into them. And I've been doing it myself. It's been working very well. It got hit slightly without balance, which basically means if you're not putting those country-specific TLDs in the mix, so if you're having 500 .com links and 5 .se links and you're trying to rank a website in Sweden, then that site is probably going to get hit by this update quite severely. You need a lot of the foreign TLD links to make up the balance in that foreign sites now. You can't just be an English language SEO that has all these English language links that can go into a niche and dominate anymore. You need to have connections, or you need to build them to be able to build those different language links to be able to go into the countries and actually rank, or you need to just be in those countries and get them anyway. And then tiered link building thrived. Tiered link building for Web 2.0s, tiered link building for guest posts, tiered link building for anything really did really well in this update from what we're seeing. And it actually not only did very well in foreign language search, which is very surprising, it also did very well in English search. And we were actually seeing that foreign SERPs were getting dominated by Web 2.0 spam tiered links more than ever, which was very interesting to be able to see that a lot of sites were ranking from just Web 2.0 spam and foreign SERPs, which is quite disappointing in one instance anyway. But that's it for all of my findings so far. I know you can subscribe for rare uploads in the Shiny Charizard if you want to. You can also follow me on Twitter for daily SEO insights at Charles_SEO. I'm gunning for 10,000 followers for the end of 2020. And of course, you can check out charlesfloate.com for everything else. This update is going to be a real discussion, so I'm going to be in the comments talking to you guys about everything that you're seeing as well, and seeing if your data matches any of mine, and seeing if my talking points match any of yours. Because I've analysed a hell of a lot of SERPs over the last time, and I think that this data is kind of corroborated by a lot of the other SEOs that are out there. So I'd just be interested to hear what you guys are thinking, because I'm going to re-optimise a lot of my sites over the next week or two and see how they do over the coming weeks. Thank you for watching. As always, peace.